This is my second review for Mind Capital with some updated information. Now, Mind Capital went live on the 11th of January 2020. Prior to that, they had been in pre-launch for 3 months. Now, this is a legitimate Spanish company with real offices in Madrid. It's a family-run business. The CEO is a famous celebrity in Spain. He's had books written about him, and he's even had a movie made about him. And he's still alive. Now, this guy has had a very interesting life, and now he and his family have focused their considerable talents and ambitions on crypto and Forex. Now, they've come up with a unique system, and they've been testing it during the pre-launch phase, and the results have been amazing. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that I put a lot of emphasis on transparency and on the people behind the company. Now, in this case, because we have a famous owner, there is tons of information about him. So let's meet the CEO. So here is the main man behind Mind Capital, Senor Gonzalo Pelayo. Now, this imposing looking portrait was used on the cover of Le Monde newspaper, the main newspaper in France, in 2014. And this is how Le Monde described him. Gonzalo Garcia-Pelayo is a legend. In the 1990s, he established a sophisticated statistical system based on the observation of biases caused by manufacturing faults in casino roulette wheels, and thus, with the help of his sons, won millions of dollars. So they call him a legend. Now, this guy is a multi-talented individual. He's 72 years old, and he still has great drive. Now, this guy is known as a filmmaker, and if you check out IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, they say he is a director and writer known for multiple films, including Coppola in 2015. And he has also produced over 160 music records. So quite an incredible guy. But he then developed a system to beat the casinos. And it worked very successfully. He won millions in Spanish casinos. He then taught the same system to his son Oscar, and then they applied it to Las Vegas. Where else? And of course, after a while, they banned him, because the casinos don't want us making money. And this is Oscar. He's the president of Mind Capital, so keeping it in the family. Now, Gonzalo is a numbers guy. He spots opportunities. He recognized how powerful arbitrage can be, but he has applied a slightly different take on how arbitrage is done. And this is where the combination of crypto and Forex comes. And I'll go into that shortly. Now, at the launch event in January 11th, 2020, they distributed a book on the blockchain. Gonzalo really likes the blockchain. He loves the transparency of it, the fact that every transaction can be verified. So in relation to our crypto transactions, they're going to bring visibility to them from the back office. And they've also applied the blockchain to withdrawals, because here withdrawals are instant, which is really nice. Now, this book that they distributed to all attendees at the event wasn't written by Gonzalo, but he did write the prologue to the book. And that shows you how much he's bought into the whole idea of the blockchain. Now, they call themselves in their PDF presentation the first crypto fiat platform in the world. The crypto isn't spelled wrong there, that's just how it's written in Spanish. I think this has been lost in translation a little bit. What it should really say is crypto Forex platform. Now, if I show you the back office, so this is the back office that you see when you log in. Now, on the left, we have this operations menu. So if I go in there, this shows all of the opportunities that their bot is currently analyzing. And what it's looking for is opportunities that have a 2.5% profit or above. And it won't take something that is less than that. Now, if I look at history of operations, these are ones that it has successfully traded already. So if I click on any of these, it says that they have bought Bitcoin for euros at this price, and then they sold them for US dollars at this price. And when they converted from US dollars back to euros at this exchange rate, they had a profit of 37.58 for every Bitcoin they bought. And they used a 5x leverage. Now, normally in crypto arbitrage, you see Bitcoin for a price on one exchange, you see it for a slightly different price on another exchange. So you buy low, you sell high, and you make a profit on the difference. So broadly, there are two stages to this. There's the crypto side, and then there's the Forex side. Sometimes they're buying in US dollars, British pounds, euros, and then they're selling the Bitcoin into one of those currencies, usually not the same one. And on the Forex side, they're making an additional profit on the currency conversion. And that's how they're differentiating what they're doing compared to other arbitrage companies. So let me summarize what their product offering is. Now the minimum contribution is $100, and whatever we deposit is locked up for 90 calendar days. So we can't withdraw our capital before 90 days are up. But at the end of 90 days, we get our capital back. Or we can leave it in there to continue to earn daily profits. Now they pay Monday to Friday between 0.5% and 1.5% gross. Now I say gross because whatever the daily percentage is, they take 35% and we keep 65%. That 35% goes towards the operations of the company and to paying any commissions. Now the profits these guys have been making are very high. They've been in pre-launch since the 1st of October 2019, and in that first month they made a net profit of 17%. Now that is really high. And then in November and December it was 18%. So there's a very good consistency there. Now right now the only way to deposit is using Bitcoin, but they say they're also going to offer the ability to deposit using Visa and MasterCard, which would be amazing. That would bring in so many people who've never used crypto before because they don't know how to buy Bitcoin, but they sure know how to use a credit card. Now Mind Capital say they hope to have credit card deposits in place sometime in January 2020. But I would not be surprised if that date slipped or if they never add that feature at all, because there's a lot of complications in that. Now the minimum withdrawal is $50. And withdrawals are instant, no waiting for approvals, so I really like that part. But there is a withdrawal fee of 3%. And lastly, this opportunity is open to all countries, including our friends in the United States. Now I want to just quickly talk about their roadmap. Their communications director, Cristina Lopez, has said that once they reach 10,000 Bitcoin in volume, that the efficiency of their system will no longer work the way they expect it to. And at that point, they're going to change the model to a private club. So currently it's open to the public, but once they're trading with 10,000 Bitcoins, they're going to change it to a private club. Now that means people who are already invested, they continue, no problem, but new people won't be able to get in. Now in one sense, that's a negative because it reduces the lifetime of the product, especially to new people. Now from a positive perspective, what I like about this is somebody has done business analysis on this project. Someone has looked at the numbers and gone, right, what's our optimum efficiency? At what point does that start to degrade? And they've got a business plan. Now that tells me multiple things. One is these guys are not fools. Secondly, it reinforces the fact that this is a legitimate business. And thirdly, we're dealing with business people. We're not dealing with developers. A lot of the time, developers set up projects but have no business acumen. And that's no disrespect to developers. I've been a developer myself. Now, Cristina Lopez has also said that there will be other projects coming along. They couldn't tell us what they are right now, but when they reach their goal of 10,000 Bitcoins, there's going to be a change. Now, some of the figures she mentioned was that they could potentially reach that within 1 year. Now, that could potentially put some people off the idea, but right now we're in at the beginning. This is just about to be launched, so in my opinion, it's a good time to get on board. So now let me sum up my verdict of Mind Capital. Now when I'm summarizing my verdict of what I think of a platform, I always like to start with what I don't like. Now there isn't very much that I don't like here, so I'm being a little bit picky, but I don't like the 90-day lock-in period. There are some other platforms that don't lock our capital in at all. We have instant access to our capital. So for me, this is going the wrong direction. Now I am in platforms that have longer lock-in periods than this, but I don't like those lock-in periods. 90 days is a long time in crypto. Anything can happen in 90 days. And if something does happen, you can't get your funds out when you want. Anyway, that might be a little bit picky, but it's something I don't like. Now the other thing is about withdrawals. So $50 is the minimum, But let's say that your balance was $57.80. You can't take out your full balance. You can only take out to the nearest $5 above $50. So in this example, if I had $57.80, I could only take out $55. If I had, say, $54, I could only take out $50. Now, I don't like not being able to take out all of my available balance. So worst case scenario, I'm leaving $4.99 on the table. Now, I know that's not much, but if I was investing $100, $4.99 could be 6 or 7 days worth of earnings. So it's not terrible, but I just don't like that. So they're the things that I don't like. So now for what I do like. I really like the transparency of the CEO. I like the fact that he has embraced the blockchain, that he's integrated the blockchain into their website so that we can have traceability of the transactions and the trades and instant withdrawals. I like the fact that this guy has a long history. Now he's 72 years old. Now, not trying to be morbid or anything, but when you're at that age and you've had an amazing life, you've had movies made about you, you've had books written about you, your swan song is not going to be, oh, I created this scam, right? You're not going to leave a legacy like that. So I think this guy is legit. I've seen him in many interviews and he comes across really well. Now, I like the fact that they're registered in Madrid and that we can visit their offices there. And I know people who've already been out there to visit them. I also like that Gonzalo conceived this idea and then produced it. He didn't buy an off-the-shelf bot like a lot of the super wallet companies have done. He came up with a novel idea and then he hired American developers to produce it for him. And they're registering their own software development company in Madrid so that they can maintain and take this to the next level. And I'll mention it again, but I really like instant withdrawals. I don't like waiting for approval. I don't know why more companies don't do this. I never like requesting a withdrawal and then waiting for someone to approve it. You know, it might take a day, 2 days, whatever. We should always be getting instant withdrawals. So I really like that. Now, the profits these guys are generating at the moment is really attractive. 18% per month net is an amazing return. And that's on top of our capital being returned after 90 days. So over a 3-month period, you could get a 50% return on your capital. That's pretty amazing. And lastly, their compensation plan, i.e. the commissions they pay to team builders, is very sustainable. A lot of new companies make the mistake of paying massive referral commissions to attract a lot of people and then very soon realize it's not sustainable and the model starts to collapse. In this case, I think it's very sustainable and it's paid for from the profits. So when someone invests $100, 100% of that is traded against. If the daily profit is a gross 1%, 0.35% of that goes towards the operations of the company and paying referral commissions, and 0.65% of that pays us our profits. Now, I'm not going to go into the full details of the plan, but I think it's sustainable. So as you can probably tell, I really like Mind Capital. I'm very optimistic about its future. And in terms of risk assessment, in my view, this is low risk. So how do you get started with Mind Capital? Well, the first thing is to go to signupnow.at/MC, short for Mind Capital. Click on Create an Account, fill in your details, verify your email, and log in. So once you're logged in, go to Deposits. Click on Make New Contribution. Currently, only Bitcoin's available to me, so I just click Accept. Then I type in how much I want to contribute and follow the instructions. And it will take 2 to 3 business days before your profits start showing up in the dashboard. Now, I originally put in $100, and then as I progressed with my research, realized how legitimate this business was, I increased it to $1,000. For me, this is a low risk platform. Everything I've seen so far points towards a successful company. But remember, any company can fail. No company is immune to that. So manage your risk, manage your greed, and stay safe. All right, take care, guys.